It was definitely not the intention when we moved into this place to move so quickly. It's crazy. I mean, these are the most beautiful colors. She said she had lost so much of her yarn. Can't decide. Anything else, I'll just get rid of. As you can see, I have my Corinne cardies here. I finally washed this green one because I wear it all the time and I don't know if I ever even wet blocked it. I may have just steam blocked it. I can't remember. But I decided to go ahead and wash that one, and then I blocked this one too. So that way it'll be a little bit more relaxed. So I'm excited to have that out of the way. Let's go ahead and pack up some yarn. Well, y'all, it is that time again. We are moving. We have moved so many times in the last, I want to say 7 or 8 years. We have moved so many times. It has kind of been a crazy whirlwind, but we are moving again. It was definitely not the intention when we moved into this place to move so quickly, but God had different plans, and so we are on to our next adventure to Alaska. We are so excited. I have never even been to Alaska. My husband has only been one time for his job, and so it is a super exciting and new adventure for us. I'm going to be taking you guys along on a vlog, hopefully if I have time to film everything, but I'm going to be taking you guys along with us for the whole adventure. We are going to be taking a ferry, so we're going to drive to Washington and then we'll take a ferry all the way to Alaska, and with all of our things and our cats and all of that, so it's going to be an adventure for sure. But today I thought it would be fun to bring you guys along as I go through all of my yarn, pack it up, and maybe get rid of some too. I haven't decided yet. I was reading a blog post about some suggestions for moving your yarn, and of course I've moved my yarn several times, but I just thought it might be fun to check out some tips that this blog post might have about packing things. So I think I'm going to do is pack everything that I can in a Costco bin like this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Costco bins, but you can get these bins at Costco for like $8. It's crazy. They're huge and they're great. We have several of them, and it's funny because I just used this one to block the sweaters that I just showed you, because I just like having a container to block my stuff in rather than just putting it straight in the tub or straight in the sink, because I always feel like I have to wash the tub first or wash the sink first, and so this just makes it easier for me and I can just throw everything in here. So I recently hand washed some items in here because I had some things in my hand washing area that I have needed to wash forever and ever. So I'm going to put most of my yarn in here, I think, and then I'm going to put my fabric and other things like that in the moving boxes. She did suggest in this blog post to use a bin for your yarn, only because if you're putting moving boxes in the moving truck, then there could have been some sort of, you know, critter infestation in there at some point, or some of the other boxes, you never know. And so the bin just would help to protect the yarn more. And so I think especially for like my nicer yarns and my more expensive yarns, the ones that have, you know, natural fibers in them, I think those are the ones I'm definitely going to put in here. I will see how much I can fit in here, and then we will go from there. I thought I would just go through each section and show you guys the yarn from that section, and then we'll see about all the scraps. That might just take forever. I don't even know if you guys would want to see all that. This is most of my like DK, and it's not all separated like that. This is fingering, I'm assuming. So here it is right here. So this is like fingering and DK, and then of course lace weight too, I guess, because of this right here. But this is Paint Box Cotton DK. It's one of my favorite cottons to use for amigurumi. It's what I have used the most for amigurumi is the color Melon Sorbet. This is the color Lipstick Pink, I think. Mustard Yellow. I've had these for a long time and didn't actually plan on using them for amigurumi. I did use some of them, this one and this one here, in my wavy crochet sweater you may have seen. So I'm glad that I was able to use that. The original project I was going to use for them I have not done. I may still do it. I can't decide. We'll see. If you guys saw my turtle, I did recently use this Hobie Friends cotton. So this is the Friends 8x8 cotton. It's a really pretty cotton as well, and they just had more colors available at the time I went to purchase the yarn, and so that's why I went with this one. Plus I was excited to try a new yarn. But this is a really nice cotton. I do love that they have this center pull here. It's like the tab. I love that. I think that's so great. So this is an 8-ply cotton, and this is also DK weight. I do have some miscellaneous extras from that turtle that I made, and so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do. This was the stripe in his little shirt. This was for his boots. It was super cute. I really like this color a lot. This one's another one that I got with that order. So here are all the leftover cottons that I have. I think this is the only one that hasn't been used, but the rest of them have been used a little bit, but they're so pretty, so I'm definitely going to hold on to these and just put them in a bag and then put them in with the other yarn. But this bonsai here I got from the thrift store. It was all of this yarn, and it was neat because like the original packing slip and everything was still in it, and it was purchased in 2012, I believe. And so it was really cool. I'm excited to make like a summer top with this. I think will be really nice. It's just a really neat texture. They don't carry this yarn anymore, but it has the coolest texture to it. I think it's bamboo. Yes, bamboo and nylon. So mostly bamboo. But that's a cool yarn. This is what I got for Christmas. I am so excited to use this hand-dyed yarn from Hobby Lobby for a sweater. That's my goal. I haven't found exactly the sweater I want to use it for yet, but I am so excited. I cannot wait to work with this yarn. And I'm super excited too that I can wind these up on my yarn winder up here from Kato. And you guys, I have a super exciting thing to share with you. I am going to be giving away a yarn winder. Kato so graciously gifted me a yarn winder to give away to you guys. I wanted to do something to celebrate reaching 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, for following along, for watching my videos. I hope that you have enjoyed the journey so far and now are excited about the new chapter of our life in Alaska. But as a thank you, I really wanted to do a special giveaway. And so I was so excited for the opportunity to gift one of you guys this Kato yarn winder. So I'm going to open it. We're going to look at it together, but I'm not going to put it together or anything like that because I'm just going to send it to you. I'm going to go ahead and open this, and then I'm going to repackage it all nicely and neatly when I send it out to one of you guys. This unfortunately is only a US giveaway at this time, but I will be doing another giveaway in the future. I promise that I will be able to include everyone in. We'll do a gift card or something like that. So unfortunately, this is only available to US participants this time, but I promise that in the future we will definitely do a worldwide giveaway. So in order to enter this giveaway, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, that you like this video, and that you comment down below what your favorite yarn is. So whether that is a certain type of yarn, if it's a certain brand of yarn, a certain color, I would love to hear because I always love hearing about yarn. I love talking about yarn. So make sure to put that down below in the comment to be entered to win this Kato electric yarn winder. Thank you so much to Kato for sending this yarn winder. I think this is actually the exact same one that they sent me, and so I have a whole video of my process of unboxing it and putting it together. So if you want to find out more about all of that, you can check out that video. My yarn scraps used to look like this when I would wind them into balls by hand. I can't believe the difference the Kato electric automatic yarn winder makes. The speed is adjustable and it holds up to 10 ounces of yarn. I've wound all different types of yarn from bulky polyester to superfine wool. It's easy to use, efficient, and creates a convenient center pull cake for knit and crochet projects. Make sure to enter the giveaway, or you can save 30% with code yokieB at checkout through my link in the description box below. Happy knitting and crocheting! But this is the one I'm going to be sending to you guys, and I'm so excited. So just make sure you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and that you comment down below what your favorite yarn is. So now back to these yarns right here. This is paint box sock yarn. So I was planning on doing a video, and I still am planning on doing it. Haven't done it yet. So paint box socks, I think I got these on sale for like $8 or something like that. These are self-patterning, and then I think this one is self-striping. And so I'm excited to do a little video with both of these. I got one for my daughter and then one for myself. So I'm excited to do that and get going on it. I did start knitting with this to see what it looked like. So I think it's going to be really pretty. And then we've got this Drops kid silk. It is so soft, so pretty, and I have wanted to make a sweater out of this. I just haven't done it yet. This is 75% mohair and 25% silk. And then this brushed alpaca silk here, this is 77% alpaca and 23% silk. I also have plans for this for a sweater. I don't know exactly what sweater yet. I think I'm going to try to design one, just a fun like colorwork sweater with this. So, and then also this color right here. So I just think those colors are so pretty together. And then this right here is funny. I found this at a thrift store, and actually my daughter found it and she showed me, and I was like, oh my goodness. I usually just like to purchase yarn from thrift stores that has like the tag still on it, or something like that, because sometimes it can just kind of be a jumbled mess. But I was very excited to find this. Each of these has 1,256 yards. That is a lot of yarn, y'all. So this is a number 3 lightweight, and so it's like a DK as well. I mean, it's not really a color I usually go for, but it is a good neutral. So I decided to grab it because, I mean, y'all, that is so much yarn. And I think I got it for a really, really good price. It's so funny because the guy at the counter, he offered me a price and I just couldn't decide if it was worth it to me to get them for that price or not. And so then he went down like a couple of dollars or something. And I was like, okay, I just need to get this. Because I just wasn't sure how much it cost originally. And it is, I believe it's acrylic. Yeah, so I wasn't sure how much it cost originally. And so I wanted to make sure that I was getting a really good deal on it. But I'm excited to use that. I think I'm going to make some pants with it. I had this, let's see, where is it? Oh, the Drops Air. This that I used recently for my Corinne cardie. I was going to make pants with this, and I ended up using a lot of it for my Corinne cardie. So instead, I think I'm going to make some pants out of this. So I'm hoping to do a whole video about that. So this gray here is left over from my Douglas cardigan. I really love this yarn and know I will use it again in the future. It has just the prettiest drape to it. So it is cotton and acrylic. So 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it just is a really nice, like I love how it kind of has that worn in look. I love that. So they do have other colors in that as well. That's from Hobie. This is Essentials Cotton DK from Rico Designs. And this is a really nice cotton as well. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. So if that's something you're not a super big fan of, I'm not usually a fan of the sheen, but this is a really beautiful cotton. So I would definitely use it again. I did have quite a bit left over. I got it for that little romper that I made for another baby gift, a friend who was having a baby. And then this I won in a giveaway from my friend Marquita, and I am totally going to make some socks out of this. I just have not done that yet. Y'all, I have so many projects that I need to get to, but it is a really pretty yarn too. It's a fingering weight and it's a superwash nylon, 75% superwash, 25% nylon from Knit Picks, and it is just so cute. I cannot wait to see this crocheted up. I'm going to make a pair of crocheted socks. I haven't made any crocheted socks yet, so that is on the list of things to do. Things have stayed fairly organized since I did my first yarn organization video. You might have seen that. That was just right after we moved in, so a little over a year ago, and it's crazy to think that it is time to pack all this up again. Figured I would just show you guys the rest of the bins over here that I took out. This is really the yarn that just doesn't have sleeves or projects that need to be frogged. This one needs to be frogged. This is my bulky weight scraps. This right here is Knit Collage friendship bracelet yarn, and I took my Snowball Blossom cowl out because I wanted to use it in something else. I just haven't been wearing a whole lot of cowls anymore, and so I just thought I want to use this yarn. It is so cute. And then there's some other scraps in there. This is left over from the recent beanie I made. It's Premier So Woolly. These are some fabric scraps I have. Most of them are the ones that I made. There are a few Knit Collage in there, but like these are the strips that I tore from batik fabric that I had. These are all ones that I've had for quite a while. And then this is a little bit left over from Knit Collage Wildflower yarn. This is some leftover Bernat Forever fleece that I have. I think it was from the cable blanket that I made. I wanted to make sure I had plenty, and so I got an extra. So that's probably what that's from. And then this is also Bernat Forever fleece, but it's just in white. And then this one's left over from another blanket that I made. And then this my daughter got for me, which is so cute. It is Chenille Brights in this little gray, like fluffy. I think I'm gonna make some sort of amigurumi with this, I think is the plan. I don't have a specific project yet. I was kind of looking at patterns, but I need to get going on that. And then just some other Lion Brand Wool Ease. These are my sock scraps. I like to make scrappy socks, so I definitely need to make some more of those. I have been saving these. Let's see if we can. The sun is kind of crazy right now. You can see it better right here, baby. There we go, that's much better. So I saved all these ends from different yarns that I had, and I really want to make a skein of yarn with it. So there is a shop on Etsy. I mean, I have been sort of learning how to spin, but I'm so far from being able to put this in a yarn. But I just think it would be so cool to put this in a yarn and have it spun in a yarn. And so I've saved them forever, and I probably just need to go ahead and send them in because this is pretty full. But aren't they pretty? I just love seeing all those scraps. These are my super special yarn from Row One Yarn. It's a subscription service where you get these minis from a different indie dyer each month, a surprise indie dyer. So it's super fun, and I'm going to be making a really cute vest with all of these. So I've got them all separated. I haven't gotten very far on the vest, just kind of like thinking through it. I did talk about it a little bit in one of my podcasts, but I'm excited to do that. So, and then there's just miscellaneous things, some crochet thread here, and then we've got like this little fur pom and some macrame thread. So just a lot of like miscellaneous things. My sweater here that I need to frog. I have not done that yet. Y'all, I really need to frog this. So to start over, I'm going to start over on it. And then right here, we've got some project bags, some leftover polyfill, and then of course some double pointed needles. I probably need to do something else with that. That's probably not a good idea to have them like that. I do think I'm going to have plenty of room in this bin. Honestly, this bin is huge. So let's go ahead and take all of the yarn out of the cubes, and then I'll go through some more of this yarn right here. So here we have got everything out of the shelves, out of the cubes. Besides the books, we've got those still, and then just some miscellaneous things up here, the knitting needles, and then some woobles, and then also the yarn winder, of course. I'm very excited for one of you guys to get one of these yarn winders. They are just a game changer for sure. So here we've got it all laid out, and out of the cubes, I just have the books and things. Now we'll just go through these. These are all the ones that I wound up into cakes already. They were just in balls, so a cake wasn't going to be a problem. So much easier to work with your yarn like that. Plus it just stores nicer. It just looks nicer. So I'm excited about that. I made a pillow out of this, and I can't remember. I don't think it's Bernat. I think it's Premier. I think it's Premier Retro Velvet. That's it. I'm pretty sure. So I really love this color too. I want to make another one of those pillows. It was just such a cute pillow. I got the pattern off of Pinterest. This is We Are Knitters, the cotton, I believe. I think this is Style Craft Special DK. And then I've got some Spun Cloud Light from Knit Collage, some Hobby Lobby hand dyed yarn. This I'm going to use for a beanie. I'm going to make a Musselburgh just like this one for my daughter. I'm super excited about it. This is, I think this is the anti-pilling. It's just, it was in a ball because I used some of it. This is some more of the Special DK. I got a bunch of this. I think this is color Citron. So this is Citron, and I got some neons that I have shown before that are in the closet, so we'll go through that as well. It's gonna hopefully be a granny square blanket. I went back and forth. I thought that I might not make the blanket, but now I think I'm back on the blanket, so we'll see about that. My daughter actually got me this. It's so cute. She got it for me from Walmart, and it is just the prettiest color. I really wanted to find some more of it so I could make like a larger project with it, so we'll see. I haven't used it yet, but I think it is the prettiest color pink, plus it was so cute that she got it for me. This is Drops Air that I mentioned, which is what I made my most recent Crane cardie out of. The one that you guys saw blocking at the beginning of this video. And I'm super excited now that it's blocked. I think it'll just like lay really nicely and just have a really good drape after blocking. So yeah, the sleeves already look a little bit more relaxed. So I'm super excited to wear that. Should be all dry. Feels like it's mostly dry. Maybe not the fabric yarn, but the rest of it. This Bernat Softy Baby I also got from the thrift store. I got this a long time ago, and so I haven't used it, but I thought it was the prettiest color. And then I've got just 2 cones of sugar and cream here. This is Soft Ecru, I believe, and then this one I also got from the thrift store. It was just so much yarn, I couldn't pass it up. And these cones, I mean, I can't even remember how many yards they are, but I'll put it up here. It's just, it's great to have, especially this one. I use this Soft Ecru for so many things. It's great to have on hand, just if you need something for like a plant holder or just any number of things. I used it in my Webby crochet sweater when I ran out of the other cotton that I was using, so it's just a great one to have on hand. So this right here is Wool and the Gang cotton. It's my favorite cotton, shiny happy cotton. I got all of these colors originally to do a blanket, and I never did it. So I have used some of the pink here, which is Cameo Rose. I've used some of that in a project. This is Lime Crush, and then this is Mellow Mauve. They're all such pretty colors, and I'm excited to find a different project for it. I don't think I'm going to do the blanket anymore. I may just do a sweater. I can't remember what this is. I think it's called Aspen. I got it because it was called Aspen, but I can't remember the brand. This is a cotton, so like a bulky cotton that I got years ago, I think from like a Hobby Lobby. And then these are Malabrigo Rasta yarns. I mean, these are the most beautiful colors. I mentioned in my last video that I already have something in mind to make with them. I literally don't want them not to be in my shelves anymore. I know that's so sad, but I can't remember all the color names for these. But I'll be sure to put them down below, and they're just so beautiful. I absolutely love them. We got these from a yarn shop in Colorado Springs. We went with my husband on a work trip, and so my daughter and I went to a yarn store while he was working, and it was just so much fun. So this is the amazing yarn I got from that store. I can already tell that this video is going to take more than one day, but let's go ahead and get started with, I guess, my wools. I'm going to start with my nicer wools and put them in here first. In the bin, I think I'll keep it separated by weight. wait as much as possible, but I don't think I'm going to get crazed about it because I know I'll do a whole nother yarn organization video when we get to Alaska. Maybe not right away, but eventually I'll do one. One of the tips that this blog post said, and I'll be sure to link this down below if you want to check it out if you're moving. I think she had some really great tips, but she said that she had packed all of her yarn in plastic bags and then put them in a bin or a box or something like that. And because of the heat, so much of it felted. Now, of course, we're not going to have that issue because it's winter and we're going to and from some pretty cool places. She said she had lost so much of her yarn because it all felted because it was like rubbing together and stuff. Oh, I can't even imagine. But I do think that it's a great idea to put the wool in the bin. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to put it in there without a bag or anything. Oh my goodness, this yarn I love so much. I mean, just look at how pretty that is. Y'all, just so pretty. I'm obsessed. Wondering if I should go ahead and put, like, even though these are sort of either frogged projects or scraps, still a really nice wool. So some of the really nice ones in here, like I have some really pretty like knit collage scraps. So I think I'll put all my really nice knit collage scraps in here. Okay, so this is filling up faster than I thought it would. You know what I also really love too is how when it's in cake form it stacks so nicely. So some of these yarns of course are just like flying all over the place because they're in balls, but the ones that are in cake form really stack so nicely. I know that it really doesn't matter how it looks in here, but I did just want to kind of lay everything nice and neat. I already made, this is a little swatch that I made for this. Isn't that so pretty? Like I want to make a sweater with just holding one strand, and I just think it's so pretty because I want it to be really light and airy. So that's the goal for that. I do think that I'm actually going to use these on the ferry, possibly. I'm going to pack that as one of the projects that I want to work on because I think that'd be a really great opportunity to use for these. So I'm going to put these away to put in my yarn bag for the ferry. Okay, this is what I've gotten done. All of the yarn from my bin over here all fit in here, so I'm super excited, except for these right here. I'm going to put those in a box, I think, because they're very large. And then of course I've got this other stuff here. So I'm going to put those in a box and we will work on that. I think this is all I'm going to get to today. I know that is not very much, but we have an appointment we have to get to and we'll see. Maybe tonight I'll have some time to work on it. So stay tuned for that. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Welcome to day 2 of this yarn packing. I guess I'm not really doing any organizing. I'm just pretty much packing it up. I mean, it's sort of still in its separate little areas, but today we are going to tackle all of the scraps. So yesterday I got most of all the yarn, or I guess all of the yarn that was in my cubes that was on display, and then some of my other cakes and things that I had already wound. And now we're just going to tackle the rest of the scraps. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all of my scraps or not. I don't know, we'll just have to see. I think I want to see what I can fit in just one box, and then anything else I'll just get rid of. Now I do still have books and I have some fabric, so I may need 2 boxes for all that stuff. We'll just have to see. So we're gonna go ahead and tackle the scraps. You know, I think I could probably even fit some more on top of this bin. Like I was wondering if I could fit these little minis here, these cutie minis. I love them. I think that I might just stick these on top. I know they're in plastic bags, but because it's winter, I'm not going to worry about felting too much just because I don't think they're going to be getting hot. We're going to be driving to Washington and there's just not going to be that much that's hot, I don't think, along the way. Can't decide if I should go ahead and frog these things before we go or if I should just lay them in like this. Can't decide. I've got this sweater right here that I'm going to frog. This is actually a sleeve. I'm very excited to get this design done, but oh my goodness, y'all, it's taken me forever. So it's a really fun sleeve. And then I also have this sweater. Oh, I actually did start frogging it. I frogged some of it. So it has little beads on it. Oh, wow, you really can't see that. You can kind of see it right there, but I put these little beads right here. And I do want to make a sweater like that, and I may end up doing it with this yarn. I was gonna kind of put a lot of beads at the top and then have them trickle down at the bottom. Of course, this is bottom up, so I started with fewer beads at the bottom and then was gonna do more at the top. I think I found an inspiration picture on Pinterest that was like that. It's just taken me forever and I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna get to it, and so I'm gonna go ahead and frog this. This, I think I may go ahead and frog before we go. That way all the beads are put up. they're just so cute. I love these beads so much. I'm excited to use them, and I love the way that this was turning out, but I realized that I was doing the stitch pattern wrong. It's a cute little stitch pattern. It's just not the one that's in the pattern, and it's like a free pattern. I'll link it down below if you're interested, but I just decided to take it apart because it was taking me so long to do it, and I want to just kind of start over and start fresh, and I didn't want to have this whip just like hanging around. So I decided to go ahead and frog this. I may either restart with this particular pattern or I may try for a different one. We'll see. You know what I think I might do? I might dump all of these out. I did this with my yarn organization video that you guys may have seen, and I dumped everything out. And I know that kind of seems like a lot, but I feel like it will give me just an overview of everything that is here, and that way I can just grab what goes together. And so let's go ahead and dump all of this out again. Everything dumped out. I'm just realizing that I've got another bin over here, so let me go get that one and dump that here as well. This one actually has quite a few that still have their sleeves on it, so there we go. Y'all, these are little like embroidery hanks of wool. I mean, they are wool, but they are for embroidery, I think, and I got them at the thrift store too. I mean, look how cute that vintage tag is. I haven't used them yet for anything, but I just thought the colors were so pretty. This purple and these oranges are just so cute, and there was so much of it too, so we'll see what I'm gonna do with that, but I just thought that they were so pretty. Here is some Hobie, I think it's called Tweed Delight or Rainbow Tweed or something like that, but it's a really nice yarn also that I got from Hobie. Here's some Premier Just Yarn Plush that's really cute. I've gotten that in a couple of colors. I think I've got one more color in that too. Those are all really cute. Oh, and then my daughter got me this from the thrift store. It's so cute. It's like a vintage red heart. I love those vintage tags. This is some more of that Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn in the color Limelight. This one's kind of a fun one too. It's the Go Handmade Teddy that I use for the teddy bear. It's a really fun yarn. Hard to use, but really fun. Similar to these as far as the kind of the fluffy factor. It's a little bit softer, but still super cute. I thought it might also be a good idea to get the yarn out of my closet here. I've got some yarn down here. This is the blanket I was telling you about earlier with the Stylecraft Special DK. And I've got some projects here. Oh, I did put all of this yarn in here for my daughter's sweater. This is the Stylecraft Life DK. I'm gonna make a Douglas cardigan for my daughter, and I had put everything in this bag, so I need to get started on that for her. This is a color Outside the Lines beanie, which is one of my patterns. I'll link it down below if you're interested. It's a really fun pattern. I think it makes just a really cool stitch pattern. And this is with We Are Knitters, the petite wool, I think. This is my Unicorn Sparkle beanie. I've got a tutorial for this one. This is one that I use so many scraps on. This is my Cloudcatcher beanie pattern. There's some Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick. That's the main color here with the kind of like I think it's butterscotch is the color. I really like the way that the little brim looks. This one just ended up being a little bit too long, and it's kind of a structured beanie, and so it doesn't lay really well, even though I love the way that all the yarn looks together. And then this is just another beanie that I made just randomly. It's just like a rib, an easy rib beanie. I don't have a pattern for it or anything. I just whipped it together, and I thought this was so cute. I got this pom-pom from Knit Collage. I love the little leopard pom. And then we've got some polyfill here, so probably better take that out. Go ahead and take this out. I've got some extra batik fabric. If we come over here to this side of the closet, oh my goodness, you guys, you really realize when you're moving just how much stuff you actually have. Right here, I've got the fabric that I used for my rug, my scrap rug. I had a rug that originally came from Hobby Lobby, and it had all these really pretty fabric scraps in it, and I just washed it one too many times, and so it kind of came apart. And so I just took the whole thing apart and made another one. I kind of separated these. These were the colors that I really liked, so maybe I'll just keep those. I mean, I hate to get rid of all this fabric. I don't know if I can fit it, because I just feel like it would make another really cool rug or pillow or something. I don't know. And it's so much fabric. So we'll see about that. Here I've got some more fabric, lots of fabric. I love the idea of sewing, but I just don't love it as much as I love crocheting and knitting, and so I don't do it very often. My mom did teach me how to sew. I really wish that I enjoyed it a little bit more, and I may try to sew more, later on. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, here's some more fabric and a yarn sleeve, because you never know when you're going to need a yarn sleeve. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have a serious problem keeping yarn sleeves all the time. Yeah, so here's just a little bit more fabric. Don't know that I'm going to keep all of that. Up here, we have project bags, so I'll bring all of those out and then we will go through those. I just don't know if I should keep them in project bags. Pains me to say, but I think I'm going to be throwing some yarn away. I am going to ask my mom first if she wants it, and I really hate to, because normally I would keep all the scraps and then just make a giant scrappy project, but I'm at the point where we can only fit a certain amount of things on our moving truck, and so I have to get kind of brutal with this. We only have like a 15-foot truck, so it's not going to be very much space, so I have to be kind of selective, and I just don't think that my teeny tiny yarn ball scraps are going to make the cut this time. As much as it pains me to get rid of them, I am going to see if my mom wants them, and then I'll just mail them to her. I did want to show you guys a couple of yarns that I found with dumping these out, and then like a little sock. It's so cute. So this yarn right here is from Darn Good Yarn. This silk roving yarn, I just think it's so pretty. So I definitely need to use that for a special project. This pom-pom is pretty fun. My daughter chose this. It's really cute, like a rainbow pom-pom. I think I got it from Hobby Lobby. I haven't used it yet. I need to make a beanie that will specifically work with this. And then I do have quite a bit of this, I guess, scraps. They're all kind of tiny balls, but this is Drops Baby Merino. The first project I ever made with this Drops Baby Merino were these like tiny, I think I messed up on this one, so that's why I just have this random sock. I made these little baby socks. You guys, how stinking cute is that? These are, I think they're called like Wee Piggy socks or something, the pattern. I'll link it down below, but they are so, so cute. And I mean, they are definitely a little bit tricky just because they're so tiny, but I really love the end result of them. And I love giving socks as baby gifts. I just think it's a fun little gift. I've got a few of these scraps that I think I will also put in a little bag, although this is wool. So maybe I'll put it in a cloth bag. I might have a cloth bag to put it in. So I'll put these together, and then I guess I don't have to keep this sock, but definitely gonna have to make some cuts. I do think that I'm going to put all of this together, and then I think I'm gonna put it in a plastic bag. It's polyester, so I think it'll be fine, but it's all of the same type of yarn as this Bernat Forever fleece, and I just have quite a bit of it, so I wanna make sure that I keep that all together. Over here, I've got my Tunisian crochet set, which I only have one Tunisian crochet. Actually, I have two, but only one that's interchangeable. So I use this one for pretty much all my projects. I have used the other one too, and I can't remember what size it is. I've got my double pointed needles here, which I almost never use because I usually use magic loop method. And then I've got my pom-pom makers here, and the beads, of course, and then some safety eyes, a microfiber cloth, and then just those yarn scraps. This one's also from Darn Good Yarn, and it's recycled silk sari yarn. It's really pretty, this color turquoise. It is so, so pretty. So that one is a special one too, but I am going to keep that with my fabric because it's so similar to my other fabric yarn. I think I'm going to start packing up all of my acrylic and polyester and just my yarn scraps in the box. I guess I'll go ahead and put all of this yarn for the blanket that I was planning. I think I'll put these little granny squares in a bag so that they are together, and then just put them on top. I can't decide if it would have been better just to leave it in here. I may do that. Actually, let's try that. And that way I won't even have to put those in a bag. And then we'll just set this in here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Goal is to only have one more box. So that's for my fabric, my books, any other miscellaneous yarn items. If it doesn't fit in there, I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Let's see if we can get everything, including fabric, in one more box. So here is all of the fabric that was in the bins. I'm going to give this pile to my mom. Actually, these right here are from her anyway. I'm going to give this pile to my mom because she sews a lot more than me, so I know she will use them. And then I think I'm going to keep these. I cannot get, you know, I love a neon. Love a neon. So there's all these fun laces. This like neon pink. I really like this. My daughter also likes this one, so we might have to make something for her out of that. I think this one's so pretty.
And then this one's just fun, it's gold. And then just some other ones. I'll keep these in knits right here, which I think are so cute.
These pieces right here are actually Navajo, and they're from my grandmother, and I love them. My mom lived on a Navajo reservation for a while as a kid, and so these are from my grandmother, and I absolutely love them. They are so beautiful. I think my mom actually even wore these. I'm pretty sure. I need to double check with her, but I think she did. Look at these little jewels, and then this velvet, and oh my goodness, you guys, this rickrack, it's so tiny. It's such tiny rickrack, but they are so beautiful. So I'm definitely keeping these. And over here, I've got the poncho I made for my daughter when she was like 2. I love it. My cat is sneezing in the closet. I want to make a little tutorial for this one because it's just the cutest. I think it would be cute in adult as well. And then these are just pants that I really liked the fit of for my daughter, and so I wanted to recreate them in a larger size. This is a cardigan that my grandfather-in-law gave us. It's got some holes that I wanted to patch on the sleeves. Well, this one right here on the cuff and right here on the neck as well. But I just love that this was his cardigan. Look at that vintage tag, y'all. So cute. I forgot also about these project bags here. This one has my spinning in it. I do also have some fabrics right here. Oh my goodness, and some other things that I need to get off this cart. So I'm not gonna have as much room as I thought I was gonna have. How cute is this bag, y'all? This is from a local weavers guild, and my husband got it for me for my birthday, and it's so cute. It makes the perfect project bag. I also have all of these straight knitting needles, and I can't decide if I should get rid of them because I almost never, I mean really never use them. I think for all of my books I'm going to get a small box to put them in. I think that would be the best option because they're going to be kind of heavy. I think I'll put this other stuff in that same box with the books as well. So here is what we've got so far. I've got 2 bins, definitely more than I anticipated, and 2 boxes, fabric and yarn. I've got my sewing machines in there, and my serger, or my sewing machine and my serger, and then I've got yarn in here, and this one is just yarn. I think I can get everything in one small box. That's going to be the goal. Everything that is left in the floor, I'm hoping. Anyway, of course not this tripod. gotten everything done. This is where we are at with 2 medium boxes, 2 small boxes, and 2 bins. I've got the tripods here. This one just is out, so I've got to put that in the bag. I do have a few things in this closet over here that I still need to find a place for. Some of it's my daughter's school things, and then like those fans I was using for blocking. And then over here, I've got this little container here and my patterns. I think the patterns I'll just leave like this, and then I'll add it in somewhere in the moving truck where it fits in. And then the closet is empty except for the clothes that I'll take downstairs. And I've got a sweater and some beanies I need to wash. And that's pretty much it. I've got my daughter's school books here and things. And then of course I'll get this sweater. And I can't decide, y'all. I think I might say goodbye to this. So I might see if somebody wants this. I've had it for a long time and it's kind of awkward as far as how to pack it. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to it, I think. If any of you are interested, I do have a tutorial for it. So it is on my channel. I'll be sure to link it down below. And then here is the yarn winder that one of you is gonna win. Thank you guys so much for joining me as I packed up my office. I did a little bit of organizing. I got rid of a few things, and overall, I think it worked out well. I'm hoping that all of this will fit on the moving truck. We just only have a certain amount of space, and so if it doesn't, then I may have to like revisit it and see if I have to get rid of some more stuff. But overall, I think this is pretty good for the amount of things. It's just so crazy how much you accumulate over time. Once we get in our permanent place, I'm excited to organize all of this again and kind of see what that space looks like. We have no idea where our permanent home will be yet, so I would love it if you guys want to join me as we head on our new adventure to Alaska. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share just all the fun things about Alaska with you guys. I cannot wait. Thank you again for hanging with me as I organized and packed up my office. Also, if you want this amazing electric automatic yarn winder, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below what your favorite yarn is. If you just want to purchase one of these amazing electric automatic yarn winders right now, you can save 30% using my code yokieB at checkout through the link in the description box below. See you guys in the next one. Bye!